Silver Centurion. Alright geeks, what's up? We're back with the Walgreens exclusive Iron Man. This is his Silver Centurion armor. Big thing with this armor back in the days, if you're old enough to remember, it was supposed to make its grand entrance in Iron Man number 200. That was the climax of the Obadiah Stane story arc. But West Coast Avengers number 1 from volume 2 got released early by mistake, so it was spoiled. And readers were going crazy because they picked it up and he was on the cover and we were like, yo, who is that? Because at the time Tony Stark wasn't Iron Man, it was Jim Rhodey. So when people saw the armor, they're like, oh, Rhodey got new armor, whatever, but then word spread quickly it was Tony Stark, so they kind of ruined the whole big build-up they were doing in the Iron Man series. But anyway, it took me a while to get this guy, so I was finally able to get my hands on him, thankfully through Hans Toys and More on Mercari. Check it out. Here's his page. I've been shopping with Hans Toys and More for a while, and unlike a lot of people on the internet, he wasn't robbing and marking him up. He gave them to me for the good price, and I appreciate it. So make sure you check out his store, and he's running a special just through Geek Hangover right now. From the time you're seeing this video through October 9th, if you go and buy something from Hans Toys and More, just send him a message when you're buying it, Geek Hangover sent me, and you get 15% off your entire purchase. That is 15% off, and he's doing it just through Geek Hangover. Alright, so again, Hans Toys and More, check him out, he's on Mercari. I'll put a link in the description for the video. And again, if you're gonna buy something from him, send him a message on Mercari, let him know Geek Hangover sent you. By October 9th, 15% off. Alright, so let's check him out. So, internet hubbub has been that he doesn't look that good. At least he comes with some different effects. You know, Iron Man usually comes with these two effects right there, the repulsor effects, and that maybe some boot jets, and that's it. But he's got some explosive effects also. And on the side of the box, got the fresh art. That looks like the art from Iron Man 208 or 209, I think. Not sure. Alright, checking out the back. Iron Man, Silver Centurion. Tony Stark just back from obscurity in Silver Centurion armor. A breathtaking technological achievement equipped with a unibeam force field and rapid-fire pulse bolts. Yeah, oh, that's right. I remember when he debuted the pulse bolts. I wonder what happened to those. Alright, so don't throw away the sweet backdrop that's inside. All caged up. Accidental early reveal armor booty shot. Alright, we got the sweet blast effects. And then these will go in here, so you can get an even sweeter effect at the standard repulsor blast effects, and you can also stick him in his feet to look like his boot jets are firing off. And he's got some closed fists for when he's flying high speed or releasing his pulse bolts. Alright, so I totally get why some people on the net are saying that this is not a good rendition of this armor. First and foremost, the shoulders, those are wrong. They're supposed to not slant down, they're supposed to come out straight, and they're supposed to come out a lot farther and have more of a point. And this silver, even though he is the Silver Centurion, in the comic book it was a much brighter chromed out look where it almost came across as white. Kind of like how the arc reactor in his chest is white. And the armor looks kind of maroon. If I remember correctly, it was more of like a rose red. So I see why people are complaining, but I like him. You know, I like almost all Legends. Alright, taking a look at Uptown. You see, yeah, I don't like that slant on his forehead either. It looks a little bit too sharp. So the paint job is good though. Clean lines. I don't see any splatter or any bleed over. They got, let's see, yeah, paint job looks good. All right, Midtown looks good. This silver is nice and shiny. It's kind of a dull chrome, but the plastic on the gloves and boots are really shiny. A lot more reflective than the torso and helmet armor. And downtown you got the boots, nothing to write home about, but again, clean paint, no overspill. They got the serial number right. I will say he has good balance. When I stuck him on the display stand, he just stood right up. I didn't have to fix him or mess with him, and that's very rare. I have figures that I put on there that I gotta stand up 6 or 7 times, so balance is good. All right, articulation. 360 on the head. Oh, that's interesting. What is that? What kind of peg is that on? Hold on. Does it pop off? I don't want to break it. Alright, I didn't get the head off. I didn't want to pull hard enough, but you can see there's a little separation there. But that head, look at that tilt. Never seen anything like it. I wonder if that's like the dumbbell retro Spider-Man was on. But I don't remember his head even tilting that far. Look how far down he can look. So I'm not sure if I caused that gap when I was pulling on his head. It may have been there before and I just didn't notice it, but I can't get it to go back down. So that gap is there unless I put his head down like that. Or more like that. But I think I caused it. But I can't get the head to come off and I can't get it to go back down. So that's him looking up. Looking down. And looking straight ahead. Alright, arms go up parallel to the shoulder. You can get a full 360 rotation on the arm, and the shoulder guard goes with it. 360 on the bicep. No forearm swivel. 360 on the wrist. And oh, whoa. Okay, so there is no hinge on his hand. It's permanently in the repulsor blast position. I'm glad that came out, because if it hadn't, I would have snapped it right off. All right, double jointed elbows. You see you get a little bit better than 90-degree angle. Bicep does buck up against the forearm, so it doesn't go in too deep. No butterfly joint, but he does get good range coming in. You can see he can get his hand clear across his face. And the other hand crosses over the middle of his abdominal area. Alright, what's going on with the abdominal crunch? Alright, that's as far forward as it goes. No click. It's just a smooth lean forward. And there's his willy way back. Alright, correction. There was a little bit of intermittent clicking on the abdominal crunch. It was just hard to catch at first. So you have 360 degrees on the waist swivel. Does he rock? Nope. He could definitely kick a door in. Good height on the can-can. What about that thigh joint? Yep. Oh, watch the paint. Goes all the way around. Did I just scratch it? Oh, I thought I scratched it. It's just a bad seam. Almost looks like a crack. That is cracked. Holy snap. I have a crack right down the seam of his thigh. Ah, that sucks. How did I miss that before? All right, 360 on the thigh. No calf swivel. All right, he can kick his, well, above his butt, he can kick his waistline. That's pretty good. And there he is prancing. Prancing. The leg joints do feel good. Has a nice solid click. Intermittent, pop, pop, pop. Feels really good. Nice and stiff. Now we all know that Tony Stark is a millionaire playboy philanthropist, recovering alcoholic, and genius. But can he moonwalk though? Yes, he can. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, he can. Alright, so you can see toe doesn't quite go straight down flush with the calf. That's good enough for a moonwalk. But surprisingly, the toe does point up pretty far. I was expecting it to be quite the opposite. There's that split range. That's pretty good for a man in a suit of armor. Alright, so there he is, Walgreens exclusive Iron Man Silver Centurion. What do you think of him? I'm not that impressed. I was really excited when he got announced. Having him in hand, he's just not as appealing as he was when I saw him in the reveal. He does look good though. I'm not saying he looks bad, but I just wish he was a little bit better. I wish the armor was a little bit more accurate. I don't like that space in the neck. I don't like that slope in the forehead. And I wish that it was more of a candy apple red than a maroonish red. But he's tight for the collection. I'm sure he's going to look good in some photo shots. His articulation is great. Joints are nice and stiff, so he should be a pleasure to pose. Let me know what you think. Sound off in the comments. As always, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, turn on notifications. Gonna keep them cranking out. Thanks for helping the channel grow. Till next time, geek out.